Going to Tawang.
High up in the mountains of the northeast Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh, there's a fantastic Buddhist monastery called Tawang. And to get to Tawang Monastery, you've got to cross the Brahmaputra River. And before you cross the Brahmaputra River, you better get your permits for Arunachal Pradesh. And they're not that easy to get, and they're not that cheap. It's $100 for 30 days. That's on top of your normal Indian visa, and they will check them. Lots of checkpoints everywhere. And when they see that you're a foreigner, every official is going to want to check your permission, your special permission to be there. So you've got to get your permit to visit Arunachal Pradesh. And before you do, when you get on the road, because this is a different part of India, you better get your favorite Indian food before you get on the road.
How are you today? You making some, what you making today? Paratha. Nice paratha.
You will be leaving behind that India that you love and are familiar with, and prepare yourself for long rides up into the mountains on four-wheel drive vehicles that will progressively get less and less comfortable, let's say, as you get deeper into the mountains. And it is a 2.5-day drive to get to Tawang Monastery. You'll spend 2 nights. You'll get there in the middle of the 3rd day, and it's a long, somewhat grueling, but fantastically beautiful ride over the mountains to get from the border of Arunachal Pradesh up to Tawang Monastery. The first night, you'll stay in a lovely town called Daryan, right alongside a river. The second night, you'll stay in a town called Bombdilla. There's Dave. After Bombdilla, you really climb up into the mountains on those classic, high, twisty, turny, precarious mountain roads that all adventure travel is known for. And when it gets this cold, you're pretty grateful to be packed in there with like 12 other people benefiting from their body heat. And you'll climb up to the top of the mountain and cross over the pass, which is, I think it's 4,000 meter pass. And then, unfortunately, you have to drop all the way back down again and climb up the mountain. It's a long, long ride. And the only other people or vehicles you're going to see out there is army personnel. There's military bases all over the place, and lots of army personnel and on the roads. And then you will finally make your last ascent up into the mountains to get to the town and temple area of Tawang. This part of India has been closed off to, or mostly indifferent to, tourists or visitors or change. So to visit this Tibetan Buddhist monastery high up in the mountains of Arunachal Pradesh along the border of Tibet and China was, to me, a privilege and an honor, and I'm real grateful for the people that extended hospitality to us while I was there, and we'll just let the place speak for itself.
Hello. Smells good.
And besides being culturally and spiritually important place for Tibetan Buddhism, the monastery is also home and school to hundreds of monks that live here and eat from this kitchen every single day. We spent 5 days there, walking all around, enjoying the mountain scenery, visiting the monastery multiple times for many hours, and always just encountered friendly people, had a wonderful experience. And after 5 days, it was time to get back on the road and retrace the journey that we took to get here. That's the only way to get back, is the way you got here. And it was another couple of days back on the mountain road, heading back to regular India, I guess you would call it, mainland India.
Sunset on the Brahmaputra.
back across the Brahmaputra River. Back to eating that delicious Indian food that we know and love. And on to another adventure, to another place, and always interesting, the country of India. Aloha.